morning. Namaskaram. It's a beautiful, historic day that you're joining us on. But Dushyanth, I want you to first explain the significance of what we're about to see. For every Hindu devotee today, why is this a big deal, this Dwajaroham?
Namaskaram Akshita, Namaskaram Gaurav, and Namaskaram to all the viewers of India today. Of course, we did witness the very sacred, sacrosanct Prana Pratishtha that happened in the month of January in 2024. The construction still continued, and atop the Shikhara or atop in South Indian style, we have a separate Dwajam itself. So, Dwaja, a flag, generally signifies prosperity and victory. And we have witnessed in our Puranas where Vishnu has a Dwaja of the motif of Garuda on it. So, he is Garuda Dwaja Toshaya. In the Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter, there is a mention that it was Kapit Dwajaha, Hanuman, who was there on the flag atop the chariot of Arjuna and Krishna. Interestingly, Akshita, this particular motif, this particular symbol that we have deployed in Rama Mandir is a Kovidara Vriksham. Kovidara Vriksha is a tree that is native to northern part of India, some in southern parts and large parts of Myanmar. So there is a mention of it in Valmiki's Ramayana, Yathatu khalu durbuddhir bharataha swayamagataha sa yeshahi mahakayaha kovidara dhvajo rathe. So there is a mention of kovidara symbol there, and that's very important, and that goes to the very fact that how minutely we have observed the details of the Ramayana. And something very significant, Akshita, which you will surely appreciate is when we speak of Rama's journey, because Rama's journey, the path taken by Rama is Ramayana. Ramasya Ayanam iti Ramayanam. So this Ayana Shabdam, the path taken, is just not about Rama and Sita. There were so many people who assisted and who helped Rama or performed Kainkarya, service to him. And this particular day commemorates all of them. There is a squirrel. There is a Sannidhi for Nishad Raja, who's Guha. There is a Sannidhi for Shabari. There are Sannidhis for various Maharishis. So this says that one's life and one's success is just not one's own success. There are so many people who contribute towards it, and we need to remember. So Sanatana Dharma is about appreciating and seeing the divinity in every creature. A squirrel gets a Sannidhi. I am sure most other world cultures will be amazed or probably shocked at what we are doing. But that's our little way of paying our love, respect, and tribute to that little squirrel that assisted in the construction of the Setu, Shabari, who gave fruits to Rama, then Nishad Raja, who ferried them across from one bank of the Ganga to the other. So all this is very significant, and most of all, Akshita, in the last 10 plus years, this is my personal opinion as a citizen, we have been made to feel that, well, you can be proud about your civilization. Because for a very long time, people who wear the pundra like me will never be taken into TV channel shows at all. They will just shoo us away stating that, oh, these people would have just never cleared their exams, they are less intellectuals. But today we learn that how a person appears doesn't matter. All that matters is whether we respect our past, whether we learn from our past. So I'm very proud that we have a prime minister who believes that you don't have to be apologetic about adhering to your civilization, respecting your literature. But when the prime minister visits a Hindu temple, it doesn't mean he disrespects the other religion. It just means that he attaches so much of value to the civilization. So as a citizen, I'm no party spokesperson. I believe this is a moment to also introspect as to every Bharatiya should start feeling proud, and you don't have to shy away and disown yourself of your civilization to look posh and sophisticated.
Can we just talk about what you're speaking about, Dushyanth? Because I think it also came from your own personal experience of what you've seen and the symbolic shift that you've seen in the last few years as far as celebrating your religion or wearing your religion on your slave goes. You speak of a civilizational shift. Now, many would say, look, a civilizational shift versus religion are two separate elements. What do you say to those who say, you have to separate the two? They're not the same.
See, when we look at the word religion itself, it's an English word. And the very construct of the word, the very definition of the word comes from a Western understanding. The Western understanding of religion is a single theology, a single book, a single philosophy. And either my way or the highway. So I say that my way is the best, and anything else is not so good. But from the Indian perspective, the Indian definition of religion is not about saying that I am the best and you're the worst. I am good and so are you. So how does it matter? So this very debate that okay, if we are a secular country, the religion should be kept away itself is wrong, because even a lot of people who disbelieve or who don't believe in Bhagavan have the names of God in them. So if you look at the southern states, M.G. Ramachandran was such a celebrated chief minister of Tamil Nadu. He came from a Dravidian ideology. What was his name? Ramachandran. What was his wife's name? Janaki Ramachandran. One of the very successful chief ministers of the undivided Andhra was N.T. Ramarao. The current chief minister of Karnataka is Siddha Ramaya. So there is a Ramaya, Ramarao, Ramachandran. And even if some of their comments seem as if they are disbelieving or they are atheists, but their names don't suggest so. Where did the name Rama come from if there was no Ramayana? So the very fact that, or probably the myth that you will have to be extremely posh and sophisticated and speak flawless English and never sport religion in your sleeve to look very acceptable is wrong. What suggests though that if a prime minister attends to a temple, he will support only that religion, when there are schemes of the government that is meant for the citizens of the country? All religions, all communities get it. So when there are schemes given for all the citizens and the prime minister respects the civilization and goes to Ram Janmabhoomi, why is there so much of a halabaloo over that he is visiting? I feel that we should do away with all these unnecessary, irrelevant debates, and we should just say, yes, I am a Hindu. I respect other religions, but that doesn't stop me from visiting a temple.
All right, let's cut across to Dushyanth Sridhar. Dushyanth ji, many congratulations, first of all. So many different milestones that we have spoken on. What does this day mean to you?
A very special day, Padmaja, to a lot of us who respect the very ethos of the civilization, who believe that the epics, the itihasas that we have bequeathed are our true national assets. For us, it of course is a great moment. Just for the sake of your viewers, a few points that they will surely know. Dwaja, a flag, generally signifies something very victorious and prosperous. So when we speak of Bhagavad Gita, we speak of Kapidhvajaha. We say that Hanuman is in the flag when Krishna was asked those questions by Arjuna, and he gave those answers and that compendium which is called as the Bhagavad Gita. And with respect to the emblem that we see today in this temple, it's a Kovidara Vriksham. Kovidara Vriksha, we do not know exactly what it is. They give different connotations to it. One say that it's an orchid tree. Some people say it's a pomegranate tree. Nevertheless, it was a tree that was very commonly found in the northern part of Bharata Desham. And there is a mention of it in Valmiki's Ramayana. Yatha tu khalu durbuddhir bharataha swayamagataha sa yesha hi mahakayaha kovidara dhvajorate. So Lakshmana doubts Bharata's intent when he comes to Chitrakuta to take Rama back. So at that point in time, he says that I see that there is a flag over Bharata's chariot with the insignia, with the symbol, the motif of Kovidara Vriksham. So I'm very happy that the temple authorities, whoever is in the committee, the planning committee, they have taken into account such minute details. And very happy to see that there are sannidhis for Nishadaraja, who is Guha of Shringivelapura, there is of Ahalya. So it's a momentous occasion, Padmaja. Very happy. So this is all I can say.
Dushyanth ji.
Namaste Rahul and namaste to the viewers. So in the Vedas, we have certain mantras called Swasti Vachana mantras. Just now you heard them say Swastina Indro Vruddhashravaha, Swastina Pusha Vishwavedaha, Swastina Starksho Arishtanemihi. So it all says that let there be auspiciousness all around. I invoke the very grace of Garuda, who's called as Suparna, Garutman, so that he brings blessings to the temple. That is why, Rahul, you'll be surprised, whenever there is a Kalashabhishekam, a Kumbhabhishekam, you look to the sky because there is a belief that the Garuda Pakshi will go around because he is the very Swarupa of the Veda mantras. And very interestingly, in the Ramayana, it is stated that there was a Vedika, an altar that was created in the shape of a Garuda. And there is a mention in the commentary that Dasharatha was adhering to the Shukla Yajurveda. So all these days that was before the event that you see today, there were priests that were invited from all over the country, and they were reciting the mantras of the Rig Veda, of the Shukla Yajurveda, Krishna Yajurveda, and Sama Veda. And today we see now the Honorable Prime Minister standing in front of the Moolamurti, Prabhu Sri Ram Lala, amidst the Swasti Vachana mantras that are recited, and he's standing in reverence with, of course, Sri Mohan Bhagwat ji, and in front of the Garbhagraha, because at the top of the Garbhagraha, just above Rama, we see a depiction of Ranganatha, who's the Kuladevata, the very family deity of Prabhu Sri Ramachandra, who's now housed in Srirangam. That is why in 2024 January, before the Prana Pratishtha happened in Ayodhya, the Honorable Prime Minister visited Srirangam in Tamil Nadu because he wanted to honor the Kuladevata of Rama. And we see Rama as a Ram Lala, as a little boy prior to the marriage, holding the bow and the arrow. And this day is very special because in the Prana Pratishtha we majorly had only this Sannidhi, Rahul. But today we see that besides this Sannidhi, we have Sannidhis for Ahalya, Shabari, Nishadraj, Guha, the Saptarishis, the Rama Parivar, and so on and so forth. So it also becomes very important that he's following all these minute rituals where you take the Mantrakshata, and then you do a pradakshinam around the temple, and you then take the tirtha, the holy waters of Bhagavan, as your prasad, and then you offer flowers, patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, yobe bhaktya prayachati, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Offer a leaf to me, Arjuna. So here we saw the Honorable Prime Minister offering tulasi to Rama, then flowers to Rama, then fruits. So all this is a part, and Raman teacher in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Arjuna, I am generally very elated when I see devotees of me coming together. And look at the grand depiction of people, of devotees from different parts of the country who have come together. We see the Honorable Prime Minister being led into the temple. He offered his pranamas to the Devata there, Prabhu Sri Ramachandra, and with the Honorable Governor on one side, the Chief Minister of the state on one side, RSS being represented by its head Mohan Bhagwat ji. The Honorable Prime Minister is going to another Sannidhi because you see another door there, and here there are many sadhus who have been waiting all along to witness and be a part of this historic occasion where the Honorable Prime Minister is leading in the forefront. And we have the Shikhara in the Nagara architecture style that we see, and then there is a golden Kalasha atop, and then many sadhus who are waiting to be a part of this Dhwajarohanam, because the moment the Dhwajarohanam happens, it means it's a full-fledged temple, Rahul.
Yes.
Because to conduct many utsavas, many festivals in the temple, because the moment the Dhwajam comes, it means that you have to conduct various festivals. So there is a set given in our Agama Shastras, Vaikhanasa Agama, Pancharatra Agama, what all festivals need to be conducted in which season. Because there is an Utsavam called Vasantotsavam that is held during the spring season. Then there is something called Sharan Navaratri held during the autumn season. So for every season, you will have a festival that will be coming. So we are just seeing that these festivals are going to increase by the day from today because the Dhwajanam is happening.
Now, Dushyanth ji, let's also split the screen. Yes, I wanted to talk about the Murti itself of Ram Lala, and I'm glad that we've been able to focus on it. The Murti itself is emblazoned with symbols. It's a specially created and crafted Murti which reflects a large number of aspects and facets of the Dharma. Can you talk us through that? And let's split the screen. The Prime Minister offering oblations on one side and the live pictures on the other.
Sure, Rahul. See, the beautiful Murti of Prabhu Sri Ramachandra, Rama Lala that we see was sculpted by a very devout person called Arun from my state of Karnataka. And the very depiction of Rama in the color black signifies two things. One, we have adhered to the Ramayana because throughout the Ramayana, Valmiki keeps mentioning that Rama was of the color which was an admixture of the black from the collyrium that is applied to the eyes, of the green that is found in the dark green emeralds, of the blue that is found in the seas, and of the grey that is found in the clouds. So an admixture of the grey, the green, the blue and the black is the complexion of Rama. So the very depiction of Ram Lala in a black stone signifies that we have adhered to the Ramayana. One. Second, we have a higher point to make and tell the world. Even before people could kneel their legs down and say that there should be no racism, we had all our heroes and heroines and the devatas whom we worship all in black color. Because Bharata Desham was never a land that treated, over-treated or ill-treated people based on their color. So we see the depiction of Rama there. In that Prabhavali is that arch that you see around Rama. You see the various Dashavataras. Ichamina Vihara Kachapa Mahapotrin Yadrichaharehe Rakshavamana Rosharama Karunaka Kutsta Hela Halin Krida Vallabha Kalkavahana Dasha Kalkinnitiv Pratyaham. You see the various avatars in the Prabhavali, the arch of Prabhu Sri Ramachandra. You see Garuda and Hanuman adorning on either sides of the Prabhavali. And then you also see the various ornaments that he's adorned with. He's a little boy, the very celebrated prince of Ayodhya, the scion of Ayodhya. So he's carrying all this jewelry. And then you also see the Pita color. It is kind of orangish yellow. On the day when Sita was abducted by Ravana in Panchavati, she was sporting a yellow silk, says the Ramayana. And then you see Rama being a Kshatriya, carrying the weapons in his hand. He's holding the bow and the arrow in his hand. And he stands majestic with such a charming face, with such beautiful lotus petal-like eyes, with the sesame flower-like nose, with coral-like lips, with such a conch-shaped neck, with a broad chest, with a thin hip, with two thighs that represent the stems of a banana flower tree, and the feet that are akin to the softness of the petals of a newly blossomed lotus and a lily. What more can I say, Rahul?
Beautiful.
Listening to what the Prime Minister said during Pran Pratishtha of what Ram means for this nation, Mr. Harshvardhan Tripathi also sharing his thoughts. He is an Awadhvasi, so he was also throwing light on the significance of Lord Ram. I want to understand from you the significance of today, in the current situation, in the day and age that we live in, for people from all aspects of the society, including the younger generation or the Gen Z that we, like to call them. What is the significance of Ram for them?
Namaskaram Swati and namaskaram to all the viewers of Times Now. It is such a momentous occasion. In 2024 January, we had the Prana Pratishtha, and towards the end of 2025, we have the completion of the entire temple and we have the Dwaja Rohanam. See, Dwaja itself is a symbol of victory and prosperity. And there is a mention in the Valmiki Ramayana which says, Sayeshahi Mahakayaha Kovidara Dvajorate. So on the flag fluttering high on the chariot of Bharata, there was a symbol of the Kovidara Vriksha. One. Second thing you asked, what does it signify? See, Rama is treated as the very embodiment of Dharma, Swati. Dharmo Vigrahavan Adharma Virati. So what is the Dharma that Rama performed towards his father, Dasharatha, towards his mother, Kaushalya, towards his brothers, Bharata, Lakshmana and Shatrughna, towards his wife, Sita, towards his son, Lava and Kusha, towards his devotees like Shabari, Nishadraj? All that is signified or probably elucidated in the Ramayana. And Swati, since you're at the spot, you will be able to appreciate this temple commemorates the contribution of everyone. There is a sanctum sanctorum, there is a Garbhagraham, there is a Sannidhi made for Shabari, there is a Sannidhi made for Nishadraj, there is a depiction of the squirrel that assisted in the construction of the Setu. So the Gen Z or probably the forthcoming generations should understand that Hinduism and Sanatana Dharma has always been a very inclusive society. And today, the very depiction of all of these people who assisted Rama in the Ramayana and the Sannidhis made for them signify that we as a country have always been inclusive. And one another point, Swati, which I'm sure your viewers will appreciate, is 10 years back, we wouldn't have imagined a person sporting a pundram like me wearing a orange color kurta, seated in one of the TV channels, because we believed that to only shed our civilizational past and to be anglicized in every possible way was the only way of acceptance in the society, and that was a sign or a mark of sophistication. But gone are those days. Today we have the Honorable Prime Minister leading in the forefront, saying that yes, I am a Hindu, why should I be apologetic about it? So the generations now, the Gen Z, the Gen Alpha, and the forthcoming generations should understand that we don't have to shed our civilizational past, the ethos of our civilization, to look modern. You can be a fan of the current technology, but that doesn't mean you'll have to unlearn all your past. You can learn from your past, and Rama Janmabhoomi is a testimony to that. And when the Honorable Prime Minister is religiously, sincerely, respectfully doing all the samskaras, all the rituals of the temple, like taking the harati, listening to the swasti vachanams, the Veda mantras in the presence of Ram Lala, all that signifies that we have been a country that has always been proud of our past. So this entire gathering that we see of devotees who have come from different parts of the country suggests that Ram does not belong only to one place. He belongs to every city, every state, every village. There are over 1,000 places in India that comprise of villages, of cities, of areas that are named after Rama or Sita or some name from the Ramayana. So Ramayana is just not a book that needs to be placed in one of our library shelves. It has got so interspersed and embroidered with our lives that our names, if you take some of the big political names in the past and in the present, you had MG Ramachandran and Janaki Ramachandran from the state of Tamil Nadu, NT Ramarao from the state of undivided Andhra, current Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddha Ramaya, Ramachandran, Rama Rao, Ramaya. There is Rama everywhere. Whether those people believe in Rama or not is a different thing. So Rama and Ramayana has found itself and has pervaded our lives, Swati. And we are indeed very, very proud to belong to a nation that respects its own culture and doesn't look down upon any other culture or civilization. That's very important. Why has India and the Hindu civilization been able to manage all the turmoils and all the invasions, everything? Only because we have believed in ourselves. And we also let people believe in other philosophies. So that's the very core of Sanatana Dharma, Swati.
Straight across to Dushyanth Sridhar, a spiritual guide for the Hindu faith and tradition, a man who has distinguished himself with his devotion to Sanatan. What a day today, Dushyanth ji, what a day today. It comes together in a massive celebration of the renaissance of Sanatan culture in this country, a culture that perhaps some of us, more deracinated amongst us, were willing to overlook in the name of progressivism and other ideologies.
To all the viewers world over of CNN News 18 who have been on such a momentous occasion. In 2024 January, we had the opportunity, the Saubhagya, the fortune to see the Honorable Prime Minister lead the Prana Pratishtha at the very Rama Janmabhoomi temple. And today, towards the end of 2025, we are seeing the Dwaja Rohan. I'm sure your viewers will know that in Sanatana Dharma, in Hinduism, the flag holds a very significant position. When we speak of Vishnu, Narayana, we say Garuda Dwaja Toshaya Gito Garuda Dantakaha, Garuda Dwaja Toshaya. There is a motif of Garuda on the flag that flutters high above the chariot of Vishnu. In the commencement of the Bhagavad Gita, Vyasacharya says that it was Kapidhwajaha. The flag that was fluttering high on the chariot of Arjuna was carrying the symbol of Hanuman. And today in Rama Janmabhoomi temple, we have the flag that carries, of course, the Pranava mantra, and it has the Kovidara Vriksha. What is Kovidara tree? See, in the Ramayana, we have a mention of Kovidara Vriksham in one place. It says, Yatha tu khalu durbuddhir bharataha swayamagataha sa yeshahi mahakayaha Kovidara dhvajorate. So when Bharata wanted to bring Rama back to Ayodhya, so he takes an entire retinue. He comes with his younger brother Shatrughna, with his mothers Kaushalya, Kaikeyi and Sumitra. They all come as a huge retinue from Ayodhya to Chitrakuta. So at that point in time, seeing such an Andhi coming, Rama asks his younger brother Lakshmana to go atop a tree and check who is coming. That is when Lakshmana doubts the intent of Bharata and says, here comes our brother Bharata to attack you, Rama. I see the symbol of Kovidara Vriksham in it. So this Kovidara tree, Rahul, is very native to India, especially the northern part of India and some parts of Myanmar. It also finds a huge medical use in Ayurveda. So this Kovidara Vriksham is found there. And Rahul, you will appreciate for sure, because our lives are just not products of our own hard work. There are so many people who contribute to our life's journey, our life's success.
Yes.
Similarly, in Rama's journey, which is referred to as the Ramayana, we find a squirrel that assisted him in the construction of a setu. It was a Shabari, a Bhilla Kumari, a Bhilli who lived in the forest who offered fruits to him. It was the Vanara Sainya of Sugriva, Angada, Hanuman who assisted him throughout the journey when he wanted solace due to the separation of Sita. It was a hunterman, a boatsman called Nishadaraja Guha who assisted Rama in ferrying him from one bank of Ganga to the other. Today, Rahul, we should all be so proud of a civilization because the temple just doesn't celebrate Rama. There is a place for the squirrel. There is a place for Shabari. There is a place for Guha. So it is a very all-inclusive temple, like how the religion is. So that is one point. And you made another interesting point, Rahul. See, till about 10 years back, we were made to feel that only if you shed your Indian ethos and your civilizational past, you will look sophisticated. I just can't imagine a day 10 years back when a person sporting a pundra like me would be taken into a TV channel for a panel. They will just cough, they will just frown at me and they'll just say that this person is less educated, less cultured. Because we have believed that only when we anglicize ourselves, when we look English, we don't have to speak English, we have to look English. That is when you are to be treated in the media world or any world. But gone are those days because the Honorable Prime Minister is leading in the front and he's saying that I respect all religions. That is why all the government schemes go to all communities and religion. Namaskaram. In the coming months of November, December, January and February, there are very many discourses of mine both in Tamil and in English across different cities. The details of them have been posted on all my social media handles. Nevertheless, once more, for your attention and for your sake, I would like to read out very quickly. On the 1st of November, I have a keynote address at the Western Ghats Lit Fest. And in the evening, I've got a lecture on Bhajagovindam for Mahaperiva group at Mayflower Shakti Gardens. On the 2nd of November, I'm very delighted to be performing Sangeeta Katha Nrityam with Sangeetam Vidwan Aditya Madhavan, dance by Shruti Priya Vignesh, and the topic is Bhajagovindam, where I will be speaking at Naradagana Sabha. On the 15th of November, I will be giving a lecture on the lives and the works of Alvars for Bharati Vidya Bhavan in Bangalore. On the 29th of November, there is a mega event where I will be speaking on the 6 witnesses with 4 great musicians, Surya Gayatri, Spurti Rao, Vishruti and Swaratmika, with the dance by Smriti Sudhakar at the Music Academy. 30th of November, I will be speaking on Guru Guhananda in English, the contributions made by Mudduswami Dikshita at the Bengaluru Gayana Samaja. On the 5th of December at Hosur, Dasappa Kalyana Mantapam, I'll be talking on Bhajagovindam. On the 6th of December at Sri Yadugiri Yatiraja Matha in Malleshwaram, Bangalore on Sri Krishna Leela. On the 10th of December for Margari Maha Utsavam, the topic will be Pasurappadi Ramayanam with Anahita and Apurva. 11th of December at Bharati Vidya Bhavan, Ramanuja Charitram, a Harikatha with Anahita and Apurva. On the 12th of December, it's a closed door event for the Rotary Club of Madras East. 13th of December with Kiran and Nivi, it's a Harikatha on Kulashekar Alvar Vaibhavam at RK Convention Center in Mylapore. 14th of December, Shastra Satsang, Vadaparani. Being the Narayaniyam day, it's a special lecture on Narayaniyam Enum Wonder. And 15th December at Sri Shankara Vidyashramam, conducted by Karnataka and Tiruvanmayur, it will be a Harikatha with Anahita and Apurva on Attigiri Varadar Vandar. And 16th of December at Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan for Kartik Fine Arts, it is Harikatha on Annamaya Charitram with Swaratmika. 17th of December at Shastra Satsang again, Vedanta Deshika Charitram Harikatha with Rangan Brothers from Melbourne. On the 18th of December at Bharat Kalachar, it's a Harikatha on Periyalvarum, Andalum with Rangan Brothers yet again at TP Road. 19th of December in the morning, Ramanuja Millennium Auditorium for Charsur Arts. We will be doing a Harikatha with Anahita and Apurva on Rama Bhaktiyum Vibhaktiyum. Followed by that, on the 19th of December at Karnataka Sangha School for Anusham Arts Academy, it will be a Harikatha on Ramanatakam of Arunachala Kavi with Swaratmika. And on the 20th of December in the morning for Parthasarathi Swami Sabha at Vidya Bharati Kalyana Mantapam, it will be Upanyasam on Shatpadiyum, Saptapadiyum. And 20th of December evening, Naradagana Sabha, it is a beautiful Harikatha on Nari Shakti, Stri Shakti with Anahita and Apurva. 21st of December in the morning for Sharanalayam, Mahaperiyava Sharanalayam in Nanganallur, there will be a lecture on Shatpadiyum and Saptapadiyum. In the afternoon, it is an interview at the Tamil Virtual Academy Auditorium at Koturpuram on the Alvars. And then on 21st of December evening at Shoringanallur at Umadri Mahal, it will be a topic called Kamban Yenum Rama Bhaktan. The same topic, Kamban Yenum Rama Bhaktan, I will be speaking on the 22nd of December at Tirunelveli for Nellai Sangeeta Sabha. 23rd of December at Shivakasi for Vairam Meera Convention Center. On the 24th of December for Setupati School in Madurai, the same topic. And on the 30th of December, tentatively I am to speak on the importance of Nutyat Divyadesham on the Vaikuntha Ekadashi Eve for PGP Auditorium in Singapore. On the 31st of December, it is for Tamil Isai Mandram in Georgetown. I will be speaking on Tiruppugadil Ramayanam. And coming to the month of January, on the 17th of Jan, I will be speaking on Narayaniyam in Wonder for Shanmukhananda in Mumbai. On the 18th of December, it is our grand production called Agre Pashyami at the very same premises. On 1st of February, I am to participate and speak at the Jain University Summit in Kochi. And 13th of February, it will be a special lecture for Shivaratri for Odakattur Mutt, which will be organized by Ramakrishna Bhajana Sabha. On the 22nd of February, for the first time, I am going to be a part of Mayuram Bhajanotsavam in the very, very famous and very close to heart Mayavaram. So that is the program for now. I know it's too many programs. All this has been put in the form of poster. Please do participate wherever you can. Namaskar.